G'day everyone and welcome to Melbourne Power Equipment. On today's video we're going to do a quick run through of what to check when your Honda engine is not starting. Okay, firstly with your engine in the off position, just give it a quick pull over. You should feel a bit of compression there. These do have a decompressor, so it's not huge compression, but just make sure the engine feels okay. Now we'll quickly check the engine oil. Right, sitting on flat level surface, the engine oil should be up to the top thread, and that means it is full of oil, so that is fine. The reason why we check that is they have a low oil cutout. If your engine oil is low, it will cut the engine out. Okay, next we'll do a spark test. Put your spark plug cap off. It is easier to do this with the spark plug removed. Just quickly grab that one out. Okay, I'll do a quick check with the spark tester first. Just make sure your ignition switch is on. And you can see there it's got good spark. If you don't have a tester, just throw your spark plug in, put it onto something metal on the engine, and you can do the same test. Right, so spark is beautiful. Okay, so if the engine doesn't have spark, we've got a couple more tests to do. Loosen off that little clamp there. Okay, that is your main cutout from the ignition coil, and the yellow one is your wire that comes from the oil alert. So the first thing we'll do is disconnect the oil alert and see if that's the issue, and retry the spark check. If it still doesn't have spark, next one you can do is disconnect this one here. Now that takes everything out of the equation, from the switch, oil alert, everything. Now just remember, if the engine does start, you will need to plug that back in to stop it with the switch. And then recheck the spark. If it still doesn't have spark, then you've got a faulty ignition coil. If it has spark, we'll go on to the next step. Pop our spark plug back in. Okay, now we're going to check the fuel side of things. So first we just have a quick look inside the fuel tank. Make sure there's plenty of fuel. It's in good condition, there's not too much water or dirt or debris down the bottom, especially near that filter. Okay, next we'll check our fuel flow coming from the tank. Let's pop a rag underneath the carby. First one we'll check is the fuel tap bowl. So just undo this 10mm nut here, and that undoes the whole bowl. And then you turn the fuel tap on, and you can see that's got good flow coming from the tank. Just check inside that bowl too, just make sure there's not too much contaminants in there. Okay, now we check the actual carby bowl. So we undo this drain plug here, not the one at the very bottom, the one on the side. Okay, if we turn that fuel tap on, you can see it's still got flow coming through. So that's coming right from the tank, through the fuel tap bowl, right down through the carby. So we've got plenty of flow coming through. Okay, so we've done all those tests. It still doesn't want to start. The ignition switch is on, choke's on, fuel tap's on. It will not fire. So now what we'll do is pop a little bit of fuel or Aerostart or something similar down the air filter elbow and see if it fires on that. Okay, so put a bit of fuel in, or aero start. Now choke off. So it'll start and stop. That means that fuel's not getting from the fuel bowl up into the carby through to the combustion chamber, so we have an issue with the carby. What I'll do now is remove the carby, give it a quick service, clean it out, and then put it back on. There is a video on the channel on how to do that. Okay, so the carby's all done. I've popped it back on. Let's see how it goes. Beautiful. Okay, so we checked the oil, that was fine. We checked the spark, that was no worries at all. The fuel flow through to the carby was no worries at all, but the issue that we had was the fuel flow going from the carby through to the combustion chamber. So we took the carby off, gave it a clean out, put it back on, and that fixed the issue. If you want to see more videos like this one, just hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.